Every day, more and more people journey into America illegally and are coming in ever more creative ways. They are coming from Africa, Asia, Europe, the Middle East, Latin America, and more than anywhere else in the world, Mexico. An illegal alien is anyone who is in the United States without legal permission and documentation. This includes anyone whose visas have expired, faked documentation for travel purposes, and who have crossed the border illegally. The government has stated that there are only 12 million illegal aliens in our country, with 700,000 entering each year. However, many experts believe that the number is actually much higher, around 20 million illegal aliens. Crime rates are going up, especially in states known to have high numbers of illegal aliens. Gangs heavily made up of illegal aliens are wreaking havoc in cities, and most of these gangs had been formed in other countries and then moved to America, like Mara 18, Lil Psychos, and MS-13. Asian gangs, known as triads, are becoming more frequent as well. $131,000 sex crimes are committed annually by illegal aliens. Illegals such as Cornelio Zamitas, who was deported in 2003, who kidnapped and raped 4-year-old Esmeralda Nava in 2005 after re-entering America. Illegal aliens bring millions of dollars worth of drugs, specifically cocaine and marijuana, into the U.S. each year, and with it come all the problems of drugs. One of the least talked about aspects of illegal immigration is terrorism. Terrorists have become skilled in forging documents to obtain entry to the United States and are trafficking more and more nuclear materials. They are also creating terrorist cells throughout the country. As more illegal aliens flood into the country, they take more and more American jobs. Illegal aliens now hold 12 to 15 million jobs in America, which totals roughly 8% of the job market. But some say that these illegals are only doing jobs that Americans won't. Studies, however, have shown that illegal aliens are taking what used to be common jobs for the middle-class American: constructioning jobs, farm working, cooking, ground maintenance jobs, the list goes on and on. Companies all over the country have begun hiring illegal aliens for the simple fact that they can pay them far less money than they can an American. Illegal aliens, in attempts to get Social Security numbers in order to work, will steal or fake these numbers. People around the country are finding out unexpectedly that their numbers are being used by someone else, somewhere else in the country. The number of illegal families receiving financial aid is putting a strain on the welfare systems. There is also a larger number of families not working and simply living on the system. This creates less money for the system to provide for an ever larger amount of people. In addition to that, very few illegal aliens are paying taxes, and those who are using false documents and Social Security numbers to do so. Another overlooked area of illegal immigration is disease. As more and more people enter the country without our knowledge, they are bringing all sorts of diseases, most of which have not been seen in America for a long time, if ever. The list includes Chagas disease, dengue, the Guinea worm, leprosy, now known as Hansen's disease, malaria, and TB. Only recently has the problem of illegal immigration begun to be addressed. cities around the country have begun to take action against the growing numbers. Most models now are based on the Illegal Immigration Relief Act passed by the small town of Hazleton, Pennsylvania. Since this act was passed, multiple organizations who are pro-illegal immigration have sued Hazleton and the other towns where they are taking action. There is also a large number of groups made up of people all over the country, coming from all races, religions, and political parties, showing that the topic of illegal immigration is one shared by all, not simply a few. Organizations such as the ACLU, the National Council of La Raza, and the Puerto Rican Education and Defense Fund are taking up arms in their battle to let illegal aliens into the country. The ACLU, for example, has sent members to monitor the border patrollers. Since their arrivals, the number of apprehensions by patrollers in that area has dropped significantly. One of these groups' attempts to cloud the issue is by blurring the line between illegal and legal immigrants, trying to make it all sound like it's one thing. They are also attempting to turn the issue into one of discrimination against the Latino and Hispanic people of America, rather than one of an alien's illegality in America. They protest in a number of ways, including a protest last year where many illegal immigrants, and some legal ones, marched through the streets of cities across America in protest of a bill that would impose harsher punishments on anyone in the U.S. illegally. In 2005, an agreement was signed between America, Canada, and Mexico, known as SPP, or the Security and Prosperity Partnership. It is the first step towards a larger entity, known as the North American Union. They are slowly making it easier and easier for illegal aliens to enter our country. Eventually, they will remove all borders between all three countries. They call it a victimless crime. Tell that to the 8 children each day who become victims of sexual crimes by illegal aliens, to the 13 Americans who are killed each day by illegal aliens, to all the people across the country who have their identities stolen by illegal aliens, to all the people falling victim to diseases, and to the millions of Americans losing their jobs to illegal aliens.